What's up, guys? We are Team Fafnir here at YCS Vegas 2026. My name is Maliss Valentino. This is my teammate Bryce Sharp. This is my other teammate Austin Taylor. And we played a team of Maliss at this event. We all played the Maliss strategy. We finished, very unfortunately, in 9th place. So we were right on the cusp of that top 8 spot. A little heartbreaking, and maybe in that moment we didn't react the way we should have reacted. So if anyone here at the YCS saw us, a little upset, we do want to apologize for that. We played our best, and we're still really proud of the accomplishment. So yeah,
we're built correctly.
Yeah, 1 dormouse. Yeah, thought about cutting it. Just kidding. This card's broken. It's really crazy. Yeah, it's just a 1-card combo that ends on like everything in the universe. 2 of the White Rabbit. We do play the 1-card combo now because we lost Binder, but the 1-card combo still kind of sucks, but still very good card. Yeah, very glass cannon. 3 Chessie, that's pretty obvious. Draw 2, Pot of Greed's good. 3 Hair, just an extender and a constant card advantage, and allowing yourself to play on your opponent's turn is really broken. 3 Backup Agnister and the Wizard, just more extension of a really insane kind. These cards produce like 3 bodies and go, yeah, it's just really crazy. Helps you play through Nib too, so really good. Then for the rest of the monsters, a very skill-based card. Everyone loves it when you play it against them. They're always like, "Wow, is that a shifter? That's really cool." Yeah, but
they have a great time.
They have a great time. Yeah, shifter. I decided to play the 3 Bestial lineup. They're decent, just good cards, good extenders. They're also really good for playing around the Fallen and Virtuous stuff because you can banish the Albion before they get to end phase to set another one. So that's good. We played. I played 2 Drolls. I think we all main Droll. 2 Ghost Spell, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Ash, and then if you're noticing in our non-engine lineup, we did not play Charmies. We didn't play Charmies in the main deck, and we did not play Charmies in the side deck either. Spoiler alert, but because the deck has like a ton of ways to Pot of Greed, we felt like we wanted live draws the whole time, and so these wound up being, in our opinion, the best live draws to cover the most matchups. I think we all played somewhat similarly in this regard. Anyways, now on to the spells. 2 Underground, Terraforming. I played a little bit more of a consistency-based build, so I played all of the field spells. Yep, so 4 of those guys. And then Maliss in the Mirror. I love this card. I love Maliss in the Mirror. That card's very clutch, very, very strong, just infinite advantage the whole way through. I think I'm the only one on the team that main deck Called By, but that was mostly for sighting patterns, so I don't know how to explain Call By, it's crazy. And then the reason, really honestly, the reason to play this deck is Allure. It makes side decking really easy. The amount of times you open a Dark and Allure and you just see side cards post side is like insane. So like having the ability to draw 5, 6, 7, 8 cards on a turn is just incredible. And then for the traps, of course, the TV11 and the 07. There's a little controversy now, but whether you play 06 or not, I don't think it's that controversial. I just do think this card's better because you can get you the missing body that you don't have, and then non-target banishing is good.
And it provides the other cards being a 1-card combo, like Rabbit or Field Spell.
Yeah. And then this card is just insane. Yeah, just a really, really crazy card. So Impulse.
The second reason to play.
The second reason to play Maliss. Yeah, the second reason.
For some reason, they made Dark decks better.
Yeah. And then in the side deck, once again, we did go Charmulus. So I felt like Bell was really important because I want to stop Dracotail traps when I'm going into the board. It's also just really good against Radiant Typhoon and various other archetypes right now, so it's really strong. Ogre, got a lot of really good crossover this format, so I love Ogre. I played 3 Red Seed just because, like, anytime you can do it on a Rahu, you cut them off from so much. Like, even if they fuse in other ways, usually it's Rahu that's getting them the scariest stuff, so just hitting the Rahu with this is insane. Also, backing up your board with the Red Sea is, like, unfair. 3 Nib for Yummy. And then I played some other really fun cards. And once again, every time you flip them, your opponents are like, "Oh man, that's cool, man. We love this."
I heard Giovanna one time. He said, "I'm having a great time now."
Yeah, I love not adding or being able to use my graveyard. So there you go. And then really quick, the extra deck: Link Spider, Almirage, which I do think you need now. Link Disciple, which I do think you need, and 2 Link ones. Technically, you can cut one of these for a Firewall or something else, but I like the 2 Link ones. IP, Lizardos. Some people don't play this. I think Dark kind of sucks. I think IP is way better. Lizardos, Wicked, Little Knight, all obvious. Transcode, Heat Soul, Heat Soul was really good today. Red Ransom, Cryptor, I love this card. This card is awesome. And then Access and Allied. That's my list. So why don't you go to Bryce?
Hello, I'm Bryce. I've played Maliss, just like this guy over here. I'm just going by engine. Played the 1 Dormouse, greatest starter ever. The 2 Rabbit, of course. The 3 Chessie, sorry for the mixed rarity. 3 Hair. The 2 Field Spell, I didn't play Terraforming, primarily because I went a bit more hand traps heavy. Of course, Mirror, always a good card. I did play the TB11 as well with the 07. And that's it for the Maliss engine. And then, of course, I played the 3 backup, the 1 Wizard, standard. The 3 allure, again, one of the reasons to play this deck, just Pot of Greed, which is infinitely better. And then now on to the hand traps. I played 3 Bystials. I was thinking about playing 4, but this ultimately just came out to be the best, primarily because we weren't, we were a bit more scared of VSK9, or at least I was, which I ended up playing 3 of them. But yeah, and then of course, the funnest card in the format currently, yes. And of course, everybody's, always happy whenever they see this card. Played the 2 Nib, and this is where my where he was playing Called By and Terraforming. I main decked the 2 Nibs, which I felt was the correct call, which actually did end up coming up a lot of the times against those VSK9 matchups. Main deck the 2 Drolls, very good mained. The 3 Impulses, also the second reason to play this deck. 3 Ash to be able to stop the Charmies. 2 Bell, always just generically good card, and then the 3 Veilers, also very good card, and plus we were playing Veiler over Imperm because we valued the Heat Soul draw.
If you draw Imperm off a Heat Soul, you can't use it, so Veiler is just more active. Better.
And then for the side, there's one. I sided the Called By, and then I sided, of course, fun cards. Always fun cards, all the fun cards. Yeah. And also these, this is another reason to play this deck as well, because our deck is just insane with floods. Yeah. And then I played the 3rd Bell, the 3rd Nib in the side. This came up often, and I was generally bringing it up. I generally wanted to side the 3rd primarily for the Yummy matchups and the VSK9, which also came up. So yeah, and I was only playing 2 because I valued the 3rd over the 3rd. The 2 Ogres, generically good, just across the board. Then I played Phantasme primarily because I was thinking I was going to be playing against link-based decks a lot more in this
format.
Yeah, and it did come up several times.
Phantasme was really clutch for those 2.
Yeah, and then we played the same extra deck, the 5 Link 1s, 4 Link 2s, the most broken Link 3s in the world, Heat Soul, another Pot of Greed, Transcode, and then Access Code and Unbreakable Board.
Hiya, I'm Austin Taylor, part of Team Fafnir. I played the same deck as these guys. My ratios and things are a little bit different. I'll let everyone know right away. I use Perplexity and AI to try to figure out these ratios. So I feel like they're perfect. I could be wrong, but I drew amazing all the time. So let me just get into it. You got to play this because they only let you play one of them. This makes up the other 2. Obviously, this sets traps. I'm not going to explain these because you know why we have those. This is Pot of Greed on a stick, which is amazing. And then I classify everything as starters, bricks, and non-engine, just for the purposes of simplicity. So first I'll show all the starters. They're not full starters, but you'll see. So these are also going to kind of start, but they're also extenders. And this is where it gets kind of weird for me. I'm only on 2 March Hare. At first, you kind of miss the 3rd one, but if you learn how to play with it, 2 is actually perfect because it's the worst name, but I'm also on a heavy Bystial count, so this plus Bystial is not as good as Bystial plus any of these. So it also allowed me to have the right ratio of non-engine. So continue with starters. We got 3-ish copies of the field spell. I did go with this just to have the consistency and to be able to modulate to cut this to go from 18 to 17 and then swap that out for another non-engine. So it's just a clean swap. It's just another copy of that. And of course, Dark Pot of Greed, great card. And that's all the starters. This is 18. And then we got the 4 bricks. They're bricks you have to play, but they're amazing. This isn't always a brick by itself. You got to play this one because I was playing GWC, testing like lots of Bystials, because someone was running that. There was a couple different decks that had a bunch of Bystials in GWC, but even though it was fine, the elimination of this as a way to start with just hair is
rabbit.
With just a rabbit is it's not worth losing that, because the one problem with the deck now is starting sometimes. So I wanted to make sure that since I'm playing the correct number of starters, it would make no sense to deny myself an additional starter just to gain some life points. Still love GWC, but also never cut this card. I played without it accidentally in testing. Don't do it. It's very, very good. And then we got these boys, the Bystials. I did 5, 3 of these and none of the other one, because chain blocking is cool, but this combination is my favorite 2 hand traps to see at the same time. If I can nib you and then drop this after, whatever you try to recover with, I'm just gonna tribute off the nib and banish. So that's disgusting. I was seeing a lot of branded and stuff in testing online and stuff too, so I wanted to make sure I could accommodate that. And since they weren't playing them, I figured if we all played against, three branded, at least one of us would guarantee a win. So it worked out very, very well. They're so good. Plus they're extenders. Then the super fun card. God, I love this card. Everyone loves this card so much.
Shift your people a lot?
Somewhat.
Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough. Yeah.
Should have been more.
Should have been every game.
I'll show this one last. So these are all non-engine, obviously, and this is 19 total. So we got the God card, Impulse. If you play a dark deck, you play this card. The best hand trap ever printed. Of course, you got to have 2 bells because Draco Tail exists, and it's just nuts. You're hitting a call by with this.
Or yummy stuff. Yeah.
Or yummy stuff, obviously. In the same vein as the main deck nibs, I also wanted to main deck the Drolls like Bryce, because to limit what my opponent can do is often better than answering 1 or 2 things, and then I can set up like a half board and you only get what you get. So it's easier to deal with my opponent. And then the last kind of contentious one is 1 triple tack. In theory, I cut the call by from the main because I wanted another live card going second. This one doesn't do that, but it's so powerful and it can be a body or extra cards that I felt like it was worth it. And it did the talents thing. It was great when my opponent did stuff, and when they didn't, it was probably the reason that I lost. But I might still play it again. Now we're gonna go, that's 41 by the way. It's I want to do extra deck first. So that was 18 starters, 4 bricks, 19 going second cards, and that's the best chances to get 2 to 3 starters and 2 to 3 going second cards or non-engine. Obviously, you'll get a brick in there once in a while, or not exactly what you want, but that's the best chance to get that configuration. So now go to extra deck. We'll do the 2 Lingus because I hate traps, and this eats them. You got to play this because sometimes you just got to normal summon an Ash, man, and it sucks, but this card makes it not suck. And you got Wicked. This guy's awesome. And when I started playing with this guy, I forgot this existed sometimes. Don't forget, Haggard's good. So Lizard. Anyway, SP is crazy. It's kind of like the Lizard, but not a Lizard. Wicked, it gets to the other extenders. And we did the IP. I was messing with Firewall. It never really came up. Sometimes it did, but I was already like winning, so I didn't need to win more. And this gets you out of weird situations that Firewall won't touch. So we did this. This was the boys' suggestion, and I agree with him. This was correct. Then, of course, like Bryce said, the best Link 3s ever printed. We got the Transcode Talker. Couldn't find my Ultra. Don't know where that went. Pot of Greed, but slow. And then you're dead, and you can't break my board. And that's 15, I think. And now for the side deck. It's pretty much the same as theirs, but we're doing 2 Ogre. This was mainly for things like Camellia and the Mandate, because we had no other real answers for those, and then also the Yummy Field Spells. Phantasme was bananas, dude. Oh my god, this card's crazy. I was playing against a lot of Striker in testing. This eats Striker's Lunch. This eats the Malice Mirror. I played 3 Malice Mirrors for whatever reason, and this clapped. The third nib, just for Yummy to increase the overall consistency going second. And that's why I chose this ratio of additional non-engine, because it's you take out like around 4 to 6, and then you're taking out like mostly starters, but exchanging some non-engine just to have a better fit. But then you change the ratio so that you have a higher chance of drawing 3 to 4 non-engine, and then like 1, maybe 2 starters. Then we have more fun cards. You don't get to add anything, but I can still draw cards. Haha. call by. This is also for the sighting patterns. It's just, I wanted a card that was going to do something if I lost die roll. I mean, this kind of defied the logic, but I like sighting that in to go first. One of my favorite cards to go first is Anti-Spell Fragrance. This just says, nice lightning storm, bro. Have fun. Did you already have the MST? That sucks. Then we have 2 Retseys. I went with 2 because there was a list recently that topped, and it was like 3rd place amongst a ton of Draco Tail, but he was only playing 3 of these. He had none of these in the side. So I figured if he couldn't win and he still had 3 of these, the only thing he would really need to break through that, cluster of Dracos was maybe a little more push, and it was great. Having the 5 was wonderful. It was a really good ratio, and that's pretty much the deck.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Congrats again. Do you guys have any last closing words? Any final?
Shout out to all our boys back in Houston.
I have a long list of shout outs.
Oh, God. Shout out to obviously our team. Shout out to all of the awesome locals in Houston. Omega Gaming, Galaxy Gaming, Scrub Tier Gaming. Love those shops. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
So I want to shout out Corey, our teammate, Talton, our newest teammate, who is the consummate teammate. This guy has put in so much work and worked so hard to get on the team. He is amazing. Trey Massengale for buffing us up and making us feel good about the tournament. Colby, he's our grandpa. Brent and Cody. And then a special shout out to James because he's been there to help us out here and there. And then Zach and Michael Temez because they're awesome. I want to shout out Bryn, Christian, and Brian's team. They were 3rd after day 1. They were crazy. I want to thank Nesh for giving me the stogies after his team had their way with us. So I got to have a cigarette after. That was nice. Nice Italian cigarette. Thank you, sir. I want to shout out Scrub Tier Gaming, Abraham's Awesome, Omega, and Galaxy. Those are great stores in Houston. I want to shout out my mom for helping with my kids so I can come do this with the boys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
I just second all of their shout outs.
Yeah, I second it. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.